Yeah, I thought we got off to a really great start against Sacred Heart a couple weeks ago. Offensively, we scored on our first drive. Defensively, we got a stop on our first drive. Those were big, points of emphasis for us going into the game because we just hadn't really put that together with both phases previously. So it was really good for us to get to a fast start, get the ball rolling offensively, running the football productively, getting stops defensively. I thought we built a lot of momentum off of each other in that first half. Hats off to Sacred Heart. They did a really good job at halftime, made some adjustments in that third quarter, changing some of the looks that kind of slowed us down from a run game standpoint in the third quarter. But I thought, we did a good job of rallying in the fourth. And I think the thing that we really wanted to point out to the guys is, when we evaluate kind of money drives, it's that first and last drive of each half, right? So for us, when you look at the last drive of the game from both sides of the ball, we run the ball, we're running out the clock in our 4-minute offense, and we run it in for a touchdown, and then we get a stop, obviously as time runs out to kind of end the game. So I thought for us it was a really good finish, a really strong finish. I thought we just played tremendously solid in all three phases, but especially on the offensive side of the ball. When you can rush for 350 yards and get two tailbacks as productive as we were in that game, some really special things can happen. I think the biggest thing that we've noticed offensively in the first three games was how we've been trending upward on the offensive line. I think the guys are gelling really well. I think they're moving people. They're finishing hands on blocks. We're displacing guys up front in the run game, which makes our running backs' lives a little bit easier, right? And I think that was definitely true against Sacred Heart. I thought we were able to move people up front, create some knockback, create some even lateral movement is a good thing, right? It allows us to displace defenders out of gaps and give some more lanes for our running backs. But yeah, I think you're right. The offensive line did a tremendous job. Protected the quarterback well the few times that we did throw the football, but obviously you can't rush for 350 without the boys up front blocking their tails off, and they did that. Yeah, I think Wagner's a much improved team over the last couple of years. Coach Massell and his staff have done a tremendous job of recruiting and developing guys. I think they play really hard. They've been in pretty much every ball game, even the games that they've lost. So I think that's evident when you look at their game this past week against an FBS opponent in Florida Atlantic. That's a 1 or 2 score ball game going into the fourth quarter. So I think they do a good job of not hurting themselves, and they kind of play the war of attrition a little bit, and they kind of wait for other teams to press, and then they take advantage of mistakes. So I think they lead the league in interceptions. They do a good job of running the football. They got 2 talented running backs. Obviously, they have one of the best receivers in the conference. And the new quarterback that's been the starter for the last weeks does a really good job of managing the offense, making some plays with his legs when need be. But he can throw the football really efficiently too. So they're definitely much improved. We used the bye week to really kind of get healthy and focus on ourselves. We practiced 3 times during the week. Obviously got after it in the weight room 3 times during the week. I thought it was really good for us as a program to kind of stay focused on what's important, and that's just how we do what we do. We didn't, really talk up any Wagner at that time. We used some time to kind of put some others ahead of ourselves, right? We had our annual community day on Friday of the bye week, and we sent our entire team out to 6 or 7 different locations in the Easton and Brockton communities, just to lend a helping hand to some amazing organizations and some people in need. And I know we helped out a lot, and I know we got a lot in return just in terms of perspective. So that was really awesome to do and to continue that tradition that we have within our program. Obviously now moving forward to game week and an exciting atmosphere, right? It's our conference opener. It's on ESPN Plus, so that's really exciting. And I think it's a great opportunity for us as a program and obviously as an institution to kind of put on display what we have here at Stonehill. I think when you play football games like this that are obviously meaningful football games, but on a national level where people can see Stonehill Skyhawk football, I think that kind of justifies why we've made the decision to do what we've done here and transition to Division I, because it's a huge advantage for us as an institution and as an athletic department to put our brand out there on a national level and to be competitive and win on a national level. So I think it's a great opportunity for us not only to represent ourselves, but to represent Stonehill College and the athletic department and kind of show what Stonehill is all about. And I think it's going to be a tremendous atmosphere as a result of that. Yeah, when you only have 4 home games, obviously they're all going to be big ones, right? And I I think it was really cool to see last weekend when we were at home, just to see the crowd support and the sellout crowd regardless of the elements. Hopefully it's a little bit nicer and clearer out this weekend, but I think we're all really confident in the fan support, the student support, the alumni support, and I'm excited to play and to coach in front of that type of crowd and that type of atmosphere. I think it's great for recruits to see that. It's great for our players to feel that, and it definitely adds to the vibes and the momentum and the energy that we play with as a team. So I can't thank them enough, and I'm looking forward for more of the same here this weekend.